Imagine waking up tomorrow and feeling like you have complete control over your day. Imagine having the energy, clarity, and focus to tackle every challenge with confidence. Picture yourself ending each day knowing you made real progress toward your goals, no matter how big or small. That kind of life isn't a dream, it's a choice. It starts with the habits you adopt. And in just 7 days, your life can take a dramatic turn if you commit to the right ones. Most people spend their days reacting to whatever comes at them. They wake up late, feel rushed, and drift through life without real direction. But what separates those who achieve extraordinary results from those who stay stuck is simple: the daily practices they follow. These are habits that sharpen your mind, energize your body, and transform your perspective. They give you a sense of control, a sense of purpose, and a sense of unstoppable momentum. The power of a single week should never be underestimated. 7 days may sound short, but when approached with intentional habits, it is long enough to reset your mindset, reshape your routines, and ignite the momentum that carries forward for months, even years. These are not complicated strategies or theory. They are practical, actionable steps anyone can take. And when you commit to them fully, the results are immediate and undeniable. By the end of this video, you will have the tools to start your day with energy, focus, and clarity. You will know how to plan effectively, feed your mind with knowledge, strengthen your body, and train your mind to notice what matters most. These 5 habits are not just tips. They are the foundation for a life that feels purposeful, abundant, and fully in your control. This is not about small, temporary fixes. This is about creating a system for growth that transforms every part of your life. Every action you take over the next 7 days can create a ripple effect that touches your health, your career, your relationships, and your mindset. The choice is yours. You can keep living the same way you always have, or you can adopt these habits and step into a version of yourself that is stronger, more confident, and more capable than you ever thought possible. Your time starts now. The life you want is waiting, and it begins with the decisions you make today. By committing to these habits, you are telling the world and yourself that you are ready for change, ready for growth, and ready to take control of your life. In just 1 week, everything can begin to shift, and nothing will ever feel the same again. Habit 1: waking up early. Waking up early is one of the most powerful habits you can adopt to change your life. The first hours of your day set the tone for everything that follows. When you rise early, you gain a level of control and clarity that is difficult to achieve when your mornings are rushed or chaotic. This is not about waking up at an exact hour or following someone else's schedule. It's about giving yourself uninterrupted time to focus, reflect, and prepare for the day ahead. The quiet of the morning allows your mind to think clearly, to prioritize effectively, and to approach challenges with calm and confidence. Owning your mornings means deciding how your day starts rather than reacting to it. Most people allow their day to be dictated by emails, messages, or other people's demands. Waking up early gives you the advantage of time when the world is still calm. You can organize your thoughts, plan your actions, and align your focus on what matters most. It is in these early hours that your creativity, concentration, and energy are at their peak. By using this time intentionally, you can complete tasks that often get postponed, think through important decisions, and work on personal growth without distractions. The habit of waking up early cultivates discipline and self-respect. Choosing to rise when others are still asleep demonstrates a commitment to your goals and to yourself. It builds a sense of accomplishment even before the day officially begins. This early success carries forward, influencing how you approach challenges, conversations, and responsibilities throughout the day. It also instills a mindset of preparation and foresight, where you proactively address what needs attention instead of constantly reacting to emergencies or last-minute pressures. The clarity you gain in the morning is invaluable. It allows you to set priorities with precision, reflect on progress, and visualize outcomes. This mental organization reduces stress and enhances decision-making because you approach situations from a place of control rather than chaos. Waking up early gives you space to think, plan, and act deliberately, which is a major factor in achieving success in any area of life. You are less likely to make impulsive decisions, waste time on trivial matters, or let your day slip away without meaningful progress. In addition to mental clarity, waking up early impacts your physical and emotional energy. Starting the day with intention allows you to establish routines that support your health, such as exercise, stretching, or mindful breathing. These early actions elevate your energy, sharpen your focus, and enhance emotional stability. By engaging in positive habits in the first hours, you create a ripple effect that sustains motivation, resilience, and productivity throughout the day. Your body and mind work together more efficiently because you are intentional about how you begin each day. Consistency is critical. The benefits of waking up early are cumulative. You do not see the full impact in a single day, but over a week, 2 weeks, or a month, the results become undeniable. Each morning that you rise early and dedicate time to focus, plan, and reflect compounds into momentum that drives achievement in every area of life. Small, consistent actions repeated daily have a greater effect than occasional bursts of effort. This is why early rising is not just about the hour on the clock, but about forming a sustainable habit that reshapes your daily experience. Waking up early also allows time for self-development. You can read, write, study, or engage in activities that expand knowledge and skills without interruption. This is your personal growth window where learning becomes a natural part of your daily routine rather than an occasional task. Investing in yourself during these early hours strengthens your mind, sharpens your thinking, and positions you to make better decisions, earn more opportunities, and solve problems effectively. The quiet hours of the morning become your time to grow, while others are still sleeping, giving you a measurable advantage over time. The emotional impact of waking up early is profound. Starting the day with intention instills a sense of calm, confidence, and control. You approach life with purpose rather than reaction. Challenges feel manageable because you have already invested time in mental preparation. Stress is reduced because you are organized and aware of your priorities. Gratitude and optimism naturally arise when your mornings are structured around deliberate actions that serve your growth and well-being. Emotional stability gained in these hours strengthens relationships, performance, and decision-making throughout the day. Waking up early is also an opportunity to set meaningful goals and visualize outcomes. The mind is most receptive in the morning, making it an ideal time to clarify intentions and commit to actions that align with your purpose. Visualization, reflection, and goal setting in these hours create a roadmap for the day, guiding choices and actions toward desired results. This practice strengthens focus, increases motivation, and accelerates progress because your mind is aligned with your objectives from the moment your day begins. This habit transforms ordinary days into extraordinary ones. Each morning that you rise early is an opportunity to act intentionally, learn something new, improve your health, and build momentum toward your goals. Over time, this habit becomes a cornerstone of success because it influences every other area of life. Productivity, relationships, personal growth, and emotional well-being all improve as a direct result of the clarity, energy, and focus gained from owning your mornings. Implementing this habit begins with a commitment to change. You do not need perfection, but you must choose to prioritize mornings consistently. Start with small adjustments to your schedule, gradually rising earlier each day, and dedicate that time to meaningful activity. Focus on quality over quantity, using the early hours intentionally rather than passively. The habit becomes a framework for disciplined action, supporting personal growth and long-term achievement. Waking up early is not a task, it is a lifestyle. It is a declaration that your time matters, your goals matter, and your growth matters. It sets the tone for every choice you make, every interaction you have, and every opportunity you pursue. By committing to this habit, you gain clarity, focus, and energy that profoundly impact your personal and professional life. The quiet of the morning becomes your most powerful ally in creating the life you desire. Every day you embrace this habit, you strengthen your discipline, expand your mental capacity, and increase your ability to act with intention. You create a space for reflection, learning, and preparation that influences your decisions, behavior, and results. The simple act of rising early, practiced consistently, reshapes your life because it places you in control of the day before external demands and distractions take over. Ultimately, waking up early is a habit that builds the foundation for all other transformative. It allows time for planning, learning, movement, and reflection. It reinforces discipline, enhances energy, and fosters emotional balance. By taking control of your mornings, you gain control over your life. You begin each day with purpose, clarity, and focus, positioning yourself to achieve more, grow faster, and experience a deeper sense of accomplishment. This habit proves that change does not require drastic actions or radical shifts. Small, consistent actions repeated daily produce remarkable results. Waking up early is simple in concept, but profound in impact. It sets the stage for productivity, personal growth, emotional stability, and meaningful achievement. The power of this habit lies not in the hour you wake up, but in the discipline, intention, and focus you bring to the first hours of your day. Over time, you will notice tangible results. You will accomplish more, feel more energized, think more clearly, and approach life with confidence. The habit transforms your mindset, influences your behavior, and expands your capacity to succeed. Mornings become a time of empowerment, a moment to define your day rather than be defined by it. Waking up early is a catalyst for change, a habit that can transform your life in 1 week and set the foundation for lasting success. The key is consistency, commitment, and intention. By owning your mornings, dedicating time to focus, learning, planning, and preparing, you create momentum that carries through every hour of your day. Your life shifts not because of external circumstances, but because of the choices you make in these early hours. Every sunrise becomes an opportunity to act with purpose, achieve your goals, and move closer to the life you desire. Habit 2. Daily planning. Daily planning is one of the most transformative habits you can develop. It is the bridge between your intentions and your results. Without a plan, even the most motivated person can drift through the day, reacting to events instead of creating outcomes. Planning each day is not about controlling every detail. It is about deciding what matters most, focusing your energy, and taking deliberate action toward your goals. This habit ensures that your time is used effectively and that your actions align with your priorities. When you start your day with a clear plan, you gain a sense of purpose and direction that transforms how you approach each task. Writing down your top priorities provides a visual roadmap for the day. It allows you to see where your efforts should be concentrated and prevents distractions from consuming your energy. This habit is powerful because it turns abstract intentions into concrete steps, giving your day structure and meaning. The act of planning in the morning creates momentum that propels you forward and minimizes wasted time. Daily planning also enhances decision-making. When you have a clear outline of what needs attention, you can make choices quickly and confidently. This reduces hesitation, stress, and the mental clutter that comes from uncertainty. Planning clarifies what is important versus what is urgent, helping you avoid the trap of reacting to minor issues while neglecting critical tasks. By intentionally scheduling your priorities, you maintain focus on actions that produce meaningful results and align with your long-term goals. The habit of planning cultivates discipline and accountability. Each day becomes an opportunity to measure progress and hold yourself responsible for completing what you set out to do. This practice strengthens self-confidence and reinforces the connection between effort and achievement. When you consistently follow a daily plan, you build reliability in your own ability to manage time, meet commitments, and achieve outcomes. Over time, this creates a foundation of trust in your own capabilities, which fuels further growth and success. Planning daily also enhances productivity and efficiency. When tasks are organized and prioritized, you spend less time deciding what to do next, and more time executing actions that drive results. This structure prevents procrastination and ensures that high-value activities are given the attention they deserve. By focusing on a few critical tasks, instead of attempting to do everything at once, you create a sense of accomplishment and forward momentum that energizes the rest of your day. The emotional impact of daily planning should not be underestimated. Starting the day with clarity and purpose reduces anxiety and stress because you know exactly what needs to be done. It instills a sense of control over your life, even when unexpected challenges arise. This mental preparation allows you to respond to obstacles calmly, adjust plans when necessary, and continue moving forward without losing focus. Planning provides a framework for resilience, giving you confidence that no matter what happens, you are prepared to act intentionally. Incorporating reflection into your daily planning amplifies its effectiveness. Reviewing yesterday's accomplishments and identifying areas for improvement provides valuable insights into patterns, strengths, and weaknesses. This reflection informs your planning process, ensuring that each day builds on progress and addresses gaps. By linking daily actions to long-term goals, you create continuity and purpose in your efforts, transforming ordinary days into stepping stones towards significant achievement. The act of writing down your plan reinforces commitment and clarity. The physical process of noting tasks and priorities engages your mind more deeply than simply thinking about them. Seeing your objectives on paper or a digital planner solidifies intentions and strengthens focus. This visual representation acts as a constant reminder throughout the day, keeping your attention on what matters most. Checking off completed tasks also provides motivation and satisfaction, reinforcing positive habits and encouraging consistency. Daily planning is also a tool for time management. By allocating time for specific tasks, you ensure that important activities receive the attention they deserve, while minimizing time spent on low-value distractions. This conscious use of time enhances efficiency, reduces stress, and allows for more balance in personal, professional, and self-development areas. Time becomes an ally rather than an enemy, because each moment is intentionally directed toward meaningful outcome. Planning fosters adaptability. While your plan provides structure, it does not eliminate flexibility. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected situations arise. Having a plan allows you to adjust without losing sight of priorities. You can shift tasks, reschedule actions, and make informed decisions about what can wait and what must be addressed immediately. This adaptability strengthens problem-solving skills and ensures that you remain productive and focused under changing circumstances. The habit of daily planning also enhances focus and mental clarity. By determining what is essential at the start of the day, you reduce mental clutter and minimize distractions. Your mind becomes sharper, decisions become faster, and your energy is directed toward productive work rather than scattered thoughts or reactive behavior. This heightened focus allows you to complete tasks efficiently, maintain momentum, and experience a sense of accomplishment that propels further action. Daily planning impacts long-term success by linking everyday actions to your larger goals. Each task, no matter how small, contributes to the bigger picture when intentionally selected. Planning ensures that your daily efforts are purposeful and aligned with your aspirations. Over time, this alignment produces cumulative results, transforming consistent action into tangible achievement. The habit reinforces the principle that success is built from deliberate, repeated actions rather than random effort. Planning also encourages self-awareness and intentionality. Evaluating your priorities forces you to consider what truly matters and what aligns with your values and objectives. This process deepens your understanding of yourself, your goals, and the most effective path to success. By regularly examining priorities, you develop clarity about your direction and purpose, which influences every decision, action, and interaction in your life. The emotional benefits of seeing a plan executed are profound. Completing tasks provides satisfaction, reduces anxiety, and strengthens motivation. Progress becomes visible, and the sense of control over your day enhances confidence and resilience. Planning creates a rhythm and structure that guides energy, effort, and focus, producing a state of readiness that allows you to approach challenges with calm determination. Consistency is key to maximizing the benefits of daily planning. One day of planning has some impact, but the true power emerges when the habit is practiced every day. Daily repetition reinforces focus, strengthens discipline, and creates a predictable routine that supports achievement. Momentum builds over time, and the cumulative effect of consistent planning accelerates progress toward goals, transforming ordinary routines into powerful engines of success. Planning also supports personal growth by creating space for intentional learning, reflection, and skill development. You can schedule time for reading, education, or practice of new skills. By including growth activities in your daily plan, you ensure they are prioritized alongside other responsibilities. This approach turns personal development into a daily habit rather than an occasional effort, producing steady advancement in knowledge, abilities, and opportunities. The practice of daily planning transforms how you experience time, manage priorities, and approach challenge. It strengthens discipline, focus, and mental clarity. It allows for intentional action rather than reactive behavior. It enhances productivity, emotional stability, and resilience. Most importantly, it links daily actions to long-term success, ensuring that every day contributes meaningfully to your goals and aspirations. Implementing this habit begins with a commitment to structure your mornings intentionally. Take 15 to 30 minutes each day to write down your top priorities, plan actions, and organize your schedule. Identify what is urgent versus important, clarify objectives, and allocate time for high-value tasks. Include moments for personal growth, health, and reflection. Over time, this consistent practice will reshape how you approach each day, increasing productivity, confidence, and progress toward your goals. The habit of daily planning demonstrates that small, deliberate actions produce significant results. It transforms ordinary routines into powerful, purpose-driven days. By committing to this practice, you gain control over your time, your energy, and your outcomes. Each day becomes an opportunity to act intentionally, achieve meaningful results, and move closer to the life you desire. Planning is not just an activity, it is a mindset that ensures your actions are always aligned with your objectives and values, producing measurable and lasting change. Habit 3. Reading or learning daily. Daily learning is not only about reading books, it is about committing to growth in every form. The mind craves stimulation, and if it does not receive it, it will settle for entertainment that adds no value. Television shows, social media, and endless scrolling provide temporary pleasure, but they do not equip you for success or improvement. Allocating even a small portion of your day to learning rewires your brain to focus on what matters. Over time, this habit creates mental resilience, sharpens judgment, and strengthens problem-solving skills. Each day you invest in knowledge, you are preparing yourself to make better decisions, avoid common mistakes, and recognize opportunities before others do. The environment in which you learn also plays a critical role. Creating a space free from distractions allows your mind to absorb information more effectively. A quiet room, a comfortable chair, good lighting, and minimal interruptions enhance concentration. Your surroundings communicate to your brain that this time is important, making learning more productive. Even short, consistent sessions in a focused environment outperform long, distracted attempts at reading or studying. Accountability enhances the habit of daily learning. Sharing insights with someone, discussing ideas in a study group, or teaching concepts to others strengthens retention. Teaching forces the mind to organize thoughts clearly, deepens understanding, and highlights areas that need further exploration. This approach transforms passive reading into active learning, ensuring that what you study becomes knowledge you can apply, communicate, and use to take action. Another key element is tracking progress. Keeping a record of what you learn, the books you finish, the lessons you apply, and the skills you acquire reinforces commitment. Progress tracking provides motivation, especially during periods when results feel slow or abstract. Seeing the cumulative effect of consistent learning over weeks and months demonstrates that your efforts are producing real growth. This feedback loop encourages persistence and reinforces the habit as a lifelong practice. Daily learning also cultivates adaptability. The world changes rapidly, and information that was relevant yesterday may be outdated tomorrow. Those who continuously learn remain flexible, capable of adjusting to new circumstances, technologies, and ideas. Learning builds a mental agility that allows you to respond quickly, seize opportunities, and stay ahead of challenges. In contrast, stagnation leaves people unprepared, reactive, and vulnerable to setbacks. The emotional impact of learning daily cannot be underestimated. Gaining knowledge increases confidence, reduces fear, and provides a sense of control. When faced with new challenges, a well-informed mind approaches situations with calm and clarity rather than panic or indecision. Knowledge is empowering. It transforms anxiety into preparation and uncertainty into strategy. This emotional advantage carries into every area of life, improving relationships, career decisions, and personal well-being. Reading or learning daily also fosters creativity. Exposure to new ideas, diverse perspectives, and innovative concepts sparks imagination. Your brain begins to connect unrelated ideas, generating solutions, innovations, and unique approaches to problems. Creativity thrives in minds that are consistently fed with knowledge and challenged to think critically. Without this input, creativity stagnates, and problem-solving becomes limited to familiar patterns and assumptions. Practical application is the bridge between learning and real-world results. Absorbing information is only valuable if it is put into action. After reading, identify at least one concept or principle you can apply immediately. It could be a productivity technique, a communication strategy, a financial principle, or a personal growth exercise. Implementing ideas reinforces learning and produces tangible outcomes that compound over time. The habit of applying knowledge ensures that learning translates into measurable improvement in life and results. Daily learning also strengthens discipline. It requires consistency, commitment, and the ability to prioritize growth over distraction. Maintaining a routine, even when motivation is low, trains the mind and willpower. This self-discipline carries over into other habits, including exercise, financial management, goal setting, and time management. Learning becomes a cornerstone habit that enhances every aspect of personal and professional development. Incorporating diverse sources keeps the mind engaged and prevents stagnation. Books, articles, podcasts, online courses, documentaries, and discussions with mentors all contribute to a richer understanding. Exposure to multiple perspectives encourages critical thinking and reduces blind spots. Your ability to analyze, question, and synthesize information improves, creating sharper judgment and better decision-making. A diverse learning routine ensures your mind remains agile and adaptable, capable of navigating complex problems with clarity and insight. The habit of daily learning also builds patience. Growth and understanding do not happen instantly. Knowledge accumulates gradually, and results manifest over time. By committing to small, consistent efforts, you cultivate patience and long-term thinking. You begin to appreciate the process rather than seeking instant gratification. This mindset strengthens resilience and fosters a strategic approach to challenges and opportunities, creating a foundation for lasting success. Finally, daily learning fosters a sense of purpose. Engaging with new ideas, acquiring skills, and expanding your knowledge reinforces the idea that your life is a journey of growth. Each session of study contributes to your progress, moving you closer to the person you aspire to become. It reminds you that improvement is possible and that control over your future rests in your hands. This awareness fuels motivation, determination, and persistence, ensuring that small daily actions accumulate into profound transformation. To fully harness the power of daily learning, it is essential to structure it in a way that aligns with your goals and priorities. This means creating a routine that is sustainable, consistent, and focused. You do not need hours of uninterrupted time. Even short, deliberate sessions spread throughout the day can produce significant results. What matters is the commitment to learning every single day. Consistency compounds, just like financial investment. Each session adds to your knowledge base, gradually increasing your capacity to think critically, make better decisions, and take meaningful action. The first step is to identify the areas of learning that will have the greatest impact on your life. This could be improving your career skills, developing leadership abilities, understanding financial principles, or enhancing personal growth. Focusing on topics that matter ensures that the knowledge you acquire is practical and directly applicable. For example, someone seeking career advancement might prioritize learning about communication, negotiation, and industry-specific expertise. Another person looking to improve their finances could focus on money management, investment strategies, and wealth-building principles. Tailoring your learning to your goals maximizes effectiveness and keeps you motivated. Once the areas are defined, create a daily schedule. Some prefer morning routines, using the clarity of the early hours to absorb information without distraction. Others find evenings more conducive to focused study. The key is to pick a time and stick to it consistently. Routine strengthens habits and signals to your brain that this period is dedicated to growth. Over time, this consistency becomes automatic, and the mind begins to crave the stimulation, making it easier to sustain the habit. In addition to reading, incorporating different learning formats enhances comprehension and retention. Listening to podcasts, watching lectures, engaging in discussions, or participating in online courses allows for multisensory learning. The brain retains information better when it is experienced through various channels. Switching between formats also prevents boredom and keeps the habit exciting. This variety ensures that learning does not feel like a chore, but rather an enjoyable and enriching part of your day. Reflection is a critical component of daily learning. After each session, take time to consider what you have learned and how it applies to your life. This could involve writing notes, summarizing key points, or brainstorming practical application. Reflection solidifies understanding, bridges the gap between knowledge and action, and transforms information into wisdom. It encourages critical thinking, helping you evaluate ideas, question assumptions, and draw connections between different concepts. Without reflection, learning risks remaining passive and ineffective. Active application further strengthens the learning process. Knowledge only becomes valuable when applied. Identify actionable steps based on what you have learned. If you read about time management techniques, implement them immediately. If you study financial principles, review your budget and investments in light of new insights. Applying lessons in real life reinforces retention and produces tangible results. Over time, these small applications accumulate into meaningful progress, shaping your habits, decisions, and ultimately, your future. Sharing your learning journey with someone else, discussing insights, or teaching what you have learned strengthens comprehension. Explaining concepts to another person forces clarity and deeper understanding. Accountability also provides motivation, helping you maintain consistency even when enthusiasm wanes. Engaging with a mentor, study partner, or community ensures that learning remains focused, structured, and productive. The quality of learning material plays a vital role in your growth. Choose resources that challenge your thinking, expand your perspective, and provide actionable insights. Avoid content that entertains but does not educate. Invest in books, courses, and materials created by credible sources with proven expertise. The effort you put into selecting high-quality resources pays off exponentially as it ensures your mind is exposed to ideas that truly contribute to your development. Daily learning also strengthens problem-solving skills. Exposure to new ideas and diverse perspectives trains the brain to analyze situations critically, consider alternatives, and make informed decisions. Over time, you develop mental agility, allowing you to navigate complex challenges with confidence. This skill is invaluable in every aspect of life, from career advancement to personal relationships. Knowledge equips you with the tools to anticipate obstacles, identify opportunities, and act decisively. Consistency in learning fosters patience and long-term thinking. Growth is rarely immediate. Knowledge accumulates gradually, and results often take time to materialize. Committing to a daily habit cultivates resilience and teaches the value of delayed gratification. You begin to understand that small, consistent efforts compound into extraordinary outcomes. This mindset becomes a foundation for success in all areas of life, reinforcing the importance of steady progress over instant rewards. Daily learning also boosts confidence. When you consistently acquire knowledge, you are better prepared to handle challenges, make informed decisions, and communicate effectively. This confidence is visible in your interactions, shaping how others perceive you and enhancing your influence. Knowledge empowers you to take action without hesitation, reduces fear of the unknown, and equips you to navigate uncertainty with clarity. Finally, daily learning fosters a sense of purpose. It reminds you that your life is a continuous journey of growth. Each day you dedicate time to your mind. You are investing in your future, building the skills, insights, and understanding necessary to achieve your goals. Learning transforms your perception of possibilities, encourages ambition, and aligns your actions with your vision. It reinforces the idea that control over your life and success rests in your hands, motivating consistent action toward improvement and achievement. Habit 4. Exercise or physical movement. Exercise and physical movement are not just about appearance or fitness. They are essential tools for transforming your energy, confidence, and clarity. The way you care for your body directly affects the quality of your mind, emotions, and actions. Daily physical activity fuels productivity, sharpens focus, and boosts resilience. Even a short session of intentional movement triggers a cascade of benefits for your body and brain. Energy levels rise, mood stabilizes, and mental clarity emerges in a way that sitting all day cannot replicate. The connection between movement and mindset is undeniable, and prioritizing it creates a foundation for consistent success. Starting with manageable routines is crucial. You do not need to spend hours in the gym or follow complex plans. What matters is consistency. Simple exercises like walking, stretching, or bodyweight routines can produce profound results over time. Morning walks or light workouts before the day begins activate the body, clear the mind, and prepare you to face challenges with alertness. Incorporating intentional movement signals to your body and mind that this day is structured, purposeful, and controlled. These early habits create momentum that carries through every decision and action throughout the day. Physical movement strengthens more than muscle. It builds mental toughness. Pushing through fatigue, completing a workout, or improving performance develops discipline and resilience. These qualities extend beyond exercise into your daily life. Challenges in business, relationships, and personal growth require the same consistency, focus, and perseverance you cultivate through physical training. The discipline developed in one area spills over into others, creating a cumulative effect that accelerates progress and success. The emotional impact of exercise is profound. Physical activity triggers the release of endorphins, elevating mood and reducing stress. A consistent movement routine combats anxiety and depression, providing emotional stability that improves decision-making and interpersonal interaction. When your body is active, your mind feels lighter, more alert, and capable of creative problem-solving. This emotional clarity enhances confidence, making you more capable of pursuing goals, handling setbacks, and staying motivated. Daily movement also improves cognitive function. Blood flow increases, oxygen reaches the brain more efficiently, and neurons are stimulated, enhancing memory, focus, and learning. This physiological benefit translates directly into improved productivity and effectiveness in all tasks. When combined with other habits like reading or goal planning, physical activity amplifies your capacity to retain information, think critically, and execute with precision. Your body becomes a tool for mental growth and sharper decision-making. Creating a routine requires planning and intentionality. Identify specific times for movement and protect them as you would any important commitment. Some prefer early mornings for exercise to energize the day, while others may choose evenings as a way to release accumulated stress. Scheduling ensures consistency and prevents procrastination. Even small, consistent sessions, when repeated daily, accumulate into noticeable changes in strength, endurance, and overall health. Consistency beats intensity. What you do regularly matters far more than occasional bursts of effort. Incorporating variety prevents burnout and enhances engagement. Alternate between cardio, strength training, stretching, or activities like yoga or martial arts. Each form of movement targets different aspects of the body and mind. Variety keeps the habit enjoyable and sustainable, ensuring it becomes a natural part of your daily routine rather than a forced obligation. Enjoyment reinforces commitment, and your brain begins to associate movement with positive feelings, making continuation effortless over time. Movement also builds confidence through visible and tangible progress. As your body grows stronger, more flexible, or more enduring, a sense of accomplishment develops. This confidence affects self-image, interactions with others, and willingness to take risks. You start believing in your ability to improve, endure challenges, and achieve goals. Physical achievements become a reminder that consistent effort produces results, reinforcing the mindset necessary for success in all areas of life. Energy management is another vital aspect. Exercise regulates sleep, improves circulation, and boosts metabolism, providing sustained energy throughout the day. When energy levels are stable, focus improves, motivation increases, and productivity rises. Physical readiness creates a state of preparedness for opportunities, challenges, and demanding tasks, ensuring that neither fatigue nor lethargy hinders performance. Accountability enhances adherence to this habit. Training with a partner, joining a class, or tracking workouts fosters consistency. Sharing progress or committing publicly strengthens commitment and builds motivation. Even solitary routines benefit from recording achievements, milestones, and improvements, encourages persistence, and highlights the tangible benefits of effort, reinforcing the habit as a long-term practice. Exercise also reduces stress and improves emotional regulation. Physical activity helps the body process tension and nervous energy, preventing it from interfering with decision-making, focus, or relationships. A calm, clear mind is more capable of handling adversity, negotiating challenges, and maintaining perspective. Movement becomes a tool, not only for physical health, but also for emotional mastery. Finally, integrating exercise into your daily routine instills a sense of control. You begin to understand that your body, mind, and life are interconnected, and the effort you put into one area influences all others. By taking responsibility for physical health, you reinforce the habit of taking control in other domains, whether financial, relational, or personal growth. Each day of consistent movement becomes proof that discipline, persistence, and intentional action lead to measurable progress. Building on the foundation of consistent physical movement, it is important to explore how to integrate it seamlessly into a busy life. Many people believe that exercise requires large blocks of time or access to a gym, but this is a misconception. Even short, deliberate sessions can yield remarkable results when performed consistently. Walking briskly for 30 minutes, performing bodyweight exercises in your living room, or cycling to work are all ways to incorporate movement without disrupting your schedule. The key is to view every opportunity to move as a chance to invest in your energy, resilience, and clarity. Awareness of your body is another critical element. Pay attention to posture, alignment, and breathing during movement. These factors influence the effectiveness of exercise, enhance endurance, and prevent injury. Proper posture not only maximizes physical benefits, but also promotes confidence. When you move with awareness, your body communicates strength and readiness, reinforcing mental focus and self-assurance. Small adjustments in how you perform movements amplify results and create a sense of mastery over your physical capabilities. Incorporating challenges gradually enhances growth. Start with manageable goals, such as completing a set number of push-ups or walking a certain distance. Gradually increase intensity, duration, or complexity as your body adapts. Progress is essential not only for physical improvement, but also for mental development. Overcoming challenges in movement teaches perseverance, patience, and focus. Each increment of improvement becomes evidence that consistent effort produces measurable results. building confidence and reinforcing the habit of commitment. Nutrition works hand in hand with physical movement, eating in a way that supports energy, recovery, and endurance amplifies the benefits of exercise. Consuming nutrient-rich foods, staying hydrated, and balancing macronutrients ensures your body has the fuel necessary to perform optimally. When your body is properly nourished, energy levels rise, concentration sharpens, and the mind remains alert. Physical movement becomes a complete system of growth when combined with mindful nutrition, creating a cycle of health, focus, and productivity. Mental framing is equally important. Approach exercise not as a chore, but as a vital investment in your ability to perform, think clearly, and face challenges. Viewing movement as a tool for empowerment changes your perception and increases motivation. Each session reinforces your ability to take control of your life, manage stress, and cultivate resilience. The mindset you bring to exercise affects both its physical and psychological outcomes. Treat each session as a step toward becoming stronger, clearer, and more capable in every area of life. Recovery and rest are essential components of a successful routine. Overtraining or neglecting rest can diminish results and create burnout. Allow your body to recover through sleep, stretching, and relaxation practice. Recovery improves performance, reinforces consistency, and protects your physical and mental well-being. Recognizing the value of rest cultivates balance, teaching you to respect your limits while still pushing for growth. This balance translates into all areas of life, helping you manage energy, focus, and responsibilities effectively. Social aspects of movement can enhance motivation. Engaging with communities, groups, or training partners provides support, encouragement, and accountability. Sharing goals, achievements, and progress fosters a sense of connection, making the habit sustainable over time. Even solitary exercise can benefit from occasional interaction with others, providing fresh perspectives, new ideas, and reinforcement of commitment. Social engagement transforms movement from an isolated task into a shared experience of growth and improvement. Visualization techniques can complement physical practice. Before starting a routine, mentally rehearse movements, envision improvement, and focus on desired outcomes. Visualization strengthens neural pathways, prepares the mind for action, and enhances confidence. When paired with physical execution, this mental preparation accelerates skill development, improves coordination, and maximizes results. Visualization also creates a sense of purpose and direction, linking movement directly to broader goals in health, productivity, and personal development. Tracking progress ensures accountability and motivation. Maintaining records of workouts, distance traveled, weights lifted, or minutes exercised provides tangible evidence of improvement. Seeing incremental growth reinforces commitment and inspires continued effort. Data-driven awareness allows adjustments in intensity, duration, or technique, ensuring that efforts produce maximum benefit. Measurement also cultivates a mindset of intentionality, reminding you that growth requires observation, analysis, and informed action. Finally, integrating movement into daily routines promotes long-term success. Activities such as taking stairs, walking during phone calls, stretching between tasks, or performing short bodyweight sessions create a culture of consistent activity. These small efforts accumulate into substantial benefits over time, shaping energy levels, mindset, and resilience. By treating movement as an integral part of life, rather than a separate task, you embed a habit that sustains your physical and mental well-being, creating a foundation for lasting success. Physical movement is one of the most powerful tools available to transform your life in a very short time. It is not only about building a stronger body, but also about shaping your mind, emotions, and habits. Daily exercise impacts energy levels, mental clarity, focus, and resilience. When you commit to consistent movement, it sets a tone for discipline and intentionality, in every part of life. The effects are immediate and long-term, creating a ripple that affects productivity, confidence, and overall well-being. Starting with a clear understanding of why movement matters changes your approach. Energy is one of the most critical assets in life. Without physical vitality, focus falters, motivation decreases, and even decision-making suffers. Regular exercise releases endorphins, the body's natural mood elevators, which enhance positivity and mental sharpness. A simple 30-minute routine can shift your mental state, making challenges easier to face and tasks more manageable. Movement is not just an activity, it is an investment in your clarity, alertness, and ability to execute at a high level. Consistency is more important than intensity. Many people overestimate the time or effort required to gain benefits and then quit before seeing results. Small, deliberate, and repeated actions accumulate into profound change. Even a brief session of focused movement each day, whether walking, stretching, or bodyweight exercises, produces tangible results over time. The body responds to repetition and steady progression. The mental discipline developed through daily consistency carries over into other habits, creating momentum in financial growth, learning, and personal development. Creating a practical routine begins with scheduling. Set aside specific times for movement and treat them as fixed appointments. Morning sessions are particularly effective because they jumpstart energy levels and set a productive tone for the day. Evening sessions can help release accumulated stress and prepare the mind for rest. Prioritizing movement signals to yourself that your energy and health matter, reinforcing a sense of control and focus that extends to every decision you make throughout the day. Variety within your routine enhances results and engagement. Cardio, strength training, flexibility exercises, or mobility work all target different aspects of the body and mind. Alternating activities keeps the routine interesting, prevents overuse injuries, and ensures balanced physical development. Variety also strengthens mental flexibility. Approaching multiple forms of movement builds adaptability, patience, and creativity in problem solving, which translates directly into professional and personal success. Paying attention to form, breathing, and posture maximizes benefit. Proper execution reduces injury risk and ensures that effort translates into results. Focusing on technique during movement also cultivates mindfulness, which enhances mental presence in other areas of life. Each repetition performed with intention trains not only the body, but also the mind to approach tasks with precision, patience, and dedication. Progressive challenges are essential for growth. Start with achievable goals and increase intensity, duration, or complexity as your body adapts. Incremental improvement reinforces the mindset that effort yields measurable results. Completing a longer run, lifting heavier weights, or holding a challenging position longer than before is a tangible proof that persistence produces outcome. This principle reinforces confidence, self-discipline, and resilience, qualities that carry into work, relationships, and personal development. Nutrition complements physical activity. Proper fuel is essential for performance, recovery, and energy levels. Consuming balanced meals with sufficient protein, carbohydrates, healthy fats, and hydration supports endurance, focus, and mental clarity. When the body is fueled correctly, energy sustains throughout the day, allowing consistent action toward goals. Nutrition and movement together create a synergistic effect that amplifies overall effectiveness in all areas of life. Mental framing transforms exercise from a task into a tool for personal empowerment. View each session as an opportunity to strengthen discipline, resilience, and focus. Physical movement is a reflection of control over your life. Completing a session builds self-confidence and reinforces a sense of agency that extends to challenges in career, finances, and relationships. This mindset shift is essential. Consistent movement teaches you that effort produces visible, measurable, and impactful results. Tracking progress ensures accountability and motivation. Recording distances, repetitions, or duration provides tangible proof of improvement. Regularly reviewing achievements highlights growth and reinforces commitment. Tracking also helps identify patterns and areas for improvement, ensuring that effort is directed efficiently and effectively. This practice nurtures self-awareness, discipline, and the habit of intentional growth in all areas of life. Recovery is a vital component of physical movement. Muscles, joints, and the nervous system require rest to repair, adapt, and grow stronger. Sleep, stretching, and occasional lighter sessions are essential for maintaining long-term consistency. Recovery also provides space for mental reflection and clarity, reinforcing the connection between physical well-being and cognitive performance. Respecting rest periods creates balance and prevents burnout, enabling sustainable growth over time. Social support enhances adherence. Engaging with a community, training partner, or group class provides accountability, encouragement, and shared motivation. Even simple activities like walking with a friend or attending a weekly class foster consistency. Sharing progress, exchanging ideas, and observing others' success inspires personal growth. Social engagement transforms physical activity from an individual task into a shared experience, reinforcing habit formation and enjoyment. The benefits extend beyond physical appearance. Improved posture, stamina, and strength boost confidence and influence how you are perceived by others. Mental resilience improves as the body adapts to physical stress, teaching patience, persistence, and focus. Each session is a demonstration of commitment and control, reinforcing habits of success that impact financial decisions, personal discipline, and long-term goal achievement. Integrating movement into daily life solidifies the habit. Take stairs instead of elevators. Walk or cycle for short commutes. Perform stretches between work tasks, or engage in short strength routines at home. These small, consistent actions accumulate into significant benefits, enhancing energy, mental clarity, and productivity. By embedding movement into daily routines, it becomes second nature, sustaining physical health, focus, and motivation without requiring constant effort to maintain the habit. Finally, movement teaches you the principle of cause and effect. Every effort produces a reaction, whether in physical strength, mental clarity, or emotional stability. The discipline required for consistent action demonstrates the power of intentional behavior, showing that results come from consistent, deliberate effort rather than luck or chance. This principle becomes a guiding framework for life, influencing habits, decisions, and success across every domain. Habit 5, gratitude practice. Gratitude is a habit that transforms your perception of life, your decisions, and your energy. It is more than simply saying thank you for things you already have. It is a conscious practice of recognizing value, meaning, and opportunity in every situation. Practicing gratitude reshapes your mindset, shifting focus from scarcity to abundance, from frustration to clarity, and from passivity to intentional action. This shift impacts behavior, relationships, and productivity, creating a cycle of positivity that amplifies every effort you make. Begin by noticing the small details around you. The sound of birds in the morning, the warmth of sunlight, a friendly gesture from someone you encounter, the comfort of a meal, or even the ability to breathe deeply and think clearly, all are part of the fabric of daily life. Recognizing these small elements as gifts strengthens awareness and builds a mindset that is receptive to growth. By focusing on what is present, the mind naturally becomes calmer, more centered, and more capable of deliberate action. Documenting gratitude through journaling magnifies its effects. Writing down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for each day anchors attention to positivity and achievement. This simple act encourages reflection, helping you understand what truly matters in your life. Over time, patterns emerge, showing what consistently provides value, satisfaction, and joy. These insights guide decisions, priorities, and long-term goals. The act of recording gratitude transforms fleeting awareness into structured practice, turning observation into habitual thinking. Gratitude also strengthens emotional resilience. Life presents challenges, setbacks, and moments of uncertainty. By practicing gratitude, you develop the ability to focus on what is within your control and what is working rather than being consumed by frustration or fear. This practice trains the mind to recognize opportunities amid difficulties, reducing stress and enhancing decision-making. Emotional control cultivated through gratitude directly supports persistence, focus, and productivity, essential traits for achieving any goal. Expressing gratitude to others builds stronger connections and fosters support. A sincere acknowledgement of someone's effort, guidance, or presence strengthens relationships and creates a network of trust and collaboration. Gratitude is contagious. When you consistently recognize others, it encourages a culture of positivity and mutual respect. Strong relationships become an invaluable resource in personal and professional growth, providing mentorship, advice, and encouragement during challenging periods. Gratitude heightens awareness of progress. When you recognize small victories, improvements, or even lessons learned from mistakes, you reinforce motivation and reinforce persistence. Celebrating progress, no matter how minor, encourages continued effort. This recognition establishes a forward-moving mindset, where accomplishments, rather than failures, dominate perception. It transforms everyday routines into steps toward meaningful goals and long-term achievement. The habit of gratitude shifts the brain's focus from what is lacking to what is available. This neurological shift strengthens optimism, creativity, and problem-solving ability. When attention is directed to abundance rather than scarcity, the mind naturally seeks solutions, identifies opportunities, and generates productive ideas. This cognitive change is subtle but powerful, influencing behavior and results across personal, professional, and financial spheres. Gratitude also improves physical and mental health. Studies show that consistent gratitude practice reduces stress, enhances sleep quality, and strengthens the immune system. Lower stress levels improve decision-making, focus, and energy, making it easier to maintain other habits, such as daily planning, movement, and learning. In this way, gratitude supports a holistic system of growth, ensuring that every aspect of life is aligned for optimal performance and satisfaction. Incorporating gratitude into daily routines ensures sustainability. Begin the day by reflecting on 3 things you are thankful for, creating a positive foundation for the hours ahead. Before meals, consider the effort and resources that brought the food to your table, fostering appreciation and mindfulness. Before sleep, review the day's accomplishments, lessons learned, and experiences, ending the day with a sense of fulfillment. These intentional pauses create a rhythm of awareness, shaping perspective and guiding behavior throughout the day. Combining gratitude with visualization magnifies results. Envision the outcomes you desire while appreciating the current resources, skills, and relationships that support your journey. This dual focus cultivates hope, determination, and actionable clarity. Visualization paired with gratitude bridges the present with future goals, strengthening the connection between what is available now and what can be achieved through consistent effort. Gratitude shifts perception of challenges. Obstacles are no longer seen solely as setbacks, but as opportunities to learn, adapt, and strengthen resilience. A mindset anchored in gratitude examines difficulties for lessons, extracting value from every experience. This approach nurtures patience, persistence, and mental toughness. By viewing adversity as a resource rather than a threat, you remain focused, motivated, and prepared to take deliberate action despite uncertainty. Social comparison loses its influence when gratitude is practiced consistently. Observing the success of others without resentment becomes easier because focus is directed inward on growth, effort, and opportunity. Gratitude encourages a perspective of abundance, reducing envy, distraction, and negative emotions that derail focus. This clarity enables attention to remain on personal development, consistent habits, and meaningful goals, accelerating progress in measurable ways. Gratitude enhances decision-making. By recognizing the value of available resources, relationships, and skills, choices become clearer and more strategic. Evaluating opportunities from a place of appreciation, rather than fear or scarcity, results in better prioritization, effective risk assessment, and disciplined action. Gratitude transforms decisions from reactive responses into deliberate steps, aligned with long-term objectives. Implementing gratitude in moments of challenge creates stability. When facing uncertainty, loss, or disappointment, recalling aspects of life to be grateful for fosters emotional equilibrium. This stability prevents impulsive reactions, maintains focus, and encourages problem solving. Gratitude acts as an anchor, ensuring that emotions support rather than hinder progress, even in high-pressure situations. Gratitude reinforces all other life-changing habits. Waking up early, planning the day, learning consistently, and maintaining physical health are all enhanced by the mindset of appreciation. Recognizing progress, resources, and support strengthens motivation and perseverance. Each action becomes more intentional, more rewarding, and more sustainable. The cumulative effect is exponential, creating a momentum that propels growth, performance, and fulfillment across every domain. Finally, gratitude becomes a lens through which life is observed. Daily reflection on value, opportunity, and lessons instills purpose, clarity, and focus. It is a habit that nurtures mental strength, emotional resilience, and sustained motivation. By integrating gratitude consistently, life becomes a sequence of intentional actions, each supported by awareness and appreciation. This mindset produces a measurable increase in satisfaction, productivity, and long-term success, transforming small daily reflections into monumental life change within a short period. This is the moment to take everything that has been discussed and transform it into action. Each habit, the discipline of waking up early, the clarity gained from daily planning, the knowledge accumulated from consistent reading, the energy and confidence built through movement, and the perspective shift cultivated by gratitude, forms a framework for a life of intentional growth. These are not just suggestions, they are actionable steps that, when practiced with commitment, produce measurable change. Within a single week, these habits create momentum that will carry you far beyond the limitations of your current routines. Consistency is key. It is not enough to perform these habits sporadically or half-heartedly. The power comes from repetition, from committing fully to waking up early each day, from dedicating focused time to plan your priorities, from investing in your mind daily, from moving your body with intention, and from cultivating gratitude at every opportunity. When each day is approached with this level of focus, the impact compounds and the results are unmistakable. You begin to see new clarity in your decisions, stronger discipline in your actions, and a heightened awareness of opportunities that were invisible before. Taking these steps also strengthens your confidence. Every morning you rise earlier than you did before. You assert control over your day. Every plan you write, every task you prioritize, you align yourself with purpose. Every hour spent learning equips you with tools to solve problems more effectively. Every moment of exercise sharpens your focus and builds resilience. Every reflection of gratitude reshapes your mind toward abundance. These actions, repeated daily, instill a deep, unshakable belief that you are capable of managing your life and creating the results you desire. Action without reflection, however, is incomplete. Each habit becomes more powerful when paired with awareness. Observing the changes in your energy, mindset, and productivity reinforces the value of your commitment. Tracking progress, noting improvements, and adjusting strategies based on what works ensures that your efforts are effective and sustainable. This conscious approach converts short-term practice into long-term transformation, And what may begin as a one-week experiment can evolve into a lifelong standard of excellence. The most profound impact of these habits is their cumulative effect. Individually, each habit influences a specific area of life: time management, focus, learning, health, mindset. But together they create a ripple that touches every domain. Your professional performance improves, your personal relationships strengthen, your emotional resilience grows, and your capacity to pursue ambitious goals expands. The synergy of these habits multiplies results, producing exponential growth that is visible, tangible, and deeply satisfying. Committing to this framework also teaches discipline and self-respect. By choosing to rise earlier than convenience demands, to invest in planning and learning, to care for your body, and to acknowledge your blessings, you demonstrate to yourself that your time and potential are valuable. This self-respect becomes the foundation for all other forms of success. Once you prove to yourself that you can follow through on small but significant habits, larger challenges no longer intimidate you, and greater goals become achievable. In the end, the power of these 5 habits lies in their simplicity and accessibility. They do not require extraordinary resources, complicated strategies, or unrealistic schedules. They require focus, commitment, and repetition. They require a decision to act consistently, even when it feels uncomfortable, inconvenient, or challenging. And in that decision, transformation begins. Every day you choose these habits, you reshape your routine, your mindset, and ultimately your life. This is a call to action. Take responsibility for your time, your focus, your growth, your health, and your perspective. Embrace the challenge of waking early, planning purposefully, learning continuously, moving intentionally, and reflecting with gratitude. Watch as your clarity sharpens, your energy rises, your confidence strengthens, and your opportunities expand. 1 week of disciplined practice is enough to see a measurable shift. 7 days of consistent action can change not only how you approach life, but also the trajectory of your entire future. The power to transform your life is not waiting outside. It is within you, accessible through these habits, ready to be activated by your commitment. Start now. Take ownership. Step into the practice of these 5 habits and experience the momentum that comes from deliberate action. Within 1 week, you will not only notice the changes in your behavior and mindset, but you will also feel the shift in your confidence, clarity, and capacity for success. Your life responds to what you do consistently. Each habit is a lever, each choice a tool. Align these 5 habits with intention and energy, and watch as your days, your results, and your life begin to reflect the best version of yourself. Commit fully, practice with focus, and embrace the discipline of action. This is the path to transformation. The week ahead is yours to design. Use it wisely, purposefully, and with relentless dedication to these habits. By the end of 7 days, you will see what is possible when intention meets action. You will feel the momentum, the clarity, and the confidence that comes from creating structure in your life. And you will understand, more deeply than ever, that transformation is not a distant goal, but a daily choice, accessible to anyone who decides to act. Your life can change in 7 days. The question is whether you are ready to take that step and make the choice that will set the stage for a lifetime of growth and achievement. Start now, follow through, and experience the undeniable power of action and consistency. Your future begins with the habits you cultivate today.